Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to your noon class today. My name is Amanda. I'll be leading you over your next 60 minutes. So feel free to stay on your back and stay where you are and just come into a place that's really comfortable to you this morning. You all should have a block. If you don't have a block, give me a wave and I'll go grab you one. I got you, Missy. Okay, I got you, Delaney. And start to, like I said, find a place. You may very right already be in it that you can begin to just kind of let go of your day for a moment. Taking a moment here to just breathe. I want you to scan your body after a full weekend of whatever it is you did this weekend, from the top of your head to the tips of the toes. And I'd like to remind you that the body that you're living in right now is your Monday body. And your Monday body is an accumulation of all of your habits and your choices over the past 72 hours. So if you got great sleep, your practice will reflect that. If you maybe indulged a little bit this weekend, your body will reflect that too. And I say all this to remind you to give yourself grace, that every day you walk into this room, you walk in with a different body. And when we walk in with this mindset, we begin to allow any expectations or judgments or any, I should be able to do this. We begin to just kind of let that go. And we begin to let go of the version of ourselves that we think we should be. That is when we can begin to live into our true authentic self. So as we move through our class today, and maybe things feel easier, I encourage you to celebrate it. Maybe go to that next level. But if things are feeling like a rocky road and you need to take some breaks, celebrate that too. Celebrate that you know your body well enough to know when it needs rest and when it can go to that next edge. Without judgment, without ego, and without expectation. And from this shape, begin to move. Little gentle, just waking up for the first time kind of moves. Maybe you rub your eyes or spread your fingers. Maybe you take some deep breaths. And then begin to roll up to a comfortable sitting position. And we all have blocks. So if your hips are feeling particularly tight this morning or this afternoon, I would suggest, and if it just feels good, even if the hips don't feel tight, sitting on the block, because what it does is it takes away your femur bones away from the hips. So it gives your hips kind of a little break. Yeah, and crossing the legs, reach the crown of your head up to the sky. And I want you to close the eyes for a moment and take one hand to your heart center and the other hand to your navel. And just begin to connect with your true self, connect with your breath, connect with the thing that tells you when you need to back off and when you can go a little bit deeper. See if you can start to breathe in and feel the belly move first before the chest. And then as you exhale, see if you can deflate the belly and let the chest fall. Just feel how your two lungs fill up with air as you breathe in and empty with air as you breathe out. Taking the next 5 to 10 breaths. Just be here. On your next inhale, I want you to take in a bigger inhale than what you've taken the past 10 breaths. So take in a bigger breath, keep pulling in air, excuse me, until you get uncomfortable here. And I want you to hold in that place of discomfort for 3, 2, and 1. And as you exhale, breathe it all out. And feel the belly draw in towards the spine until you feel the muscles engage, holding at the bottom in that core engagement for 3, 2, and 1. Do that again. Breathe in until that point of full discomfort. Pushing the belly into the hand, lifting the chest upwards into the hands. Hold 3, 2, 1. Empty out, open mouth. Feel the belly engage. Draw the navel in. Hold 3, 2, and 1. Place your hands to heart center. And today we show gratitude for our bodies, for just simply arriving into class today, sitting on our mat in this community. Let's breathe in and let something go. All right, flutter your eyes open. Return to your backs. Take your block, and we're going to move into a little bit of core work. Now, this core work is kind of mimicking what we're going to be doing in class, or at least one of the moves we're going to do in class. So as you come onto your back, I want you to just grab onto the knees and the shins, set your block nearby, and just hold on to the knees as you rock the knees in circles, massaging the low back. And go in the other direction. Notice what side you went the first direction. That is your most comfortable side. Now begin to cactus the arms. Lift the knees up to that 90-degree bend, flexing your feet towards the mirrors. Take a breath in, push into the elbows, and as you exhale, drop your knees to the mural. Now you're going to feel a point where your right shoulder wants to lift. Can you pause there and let the left oblique hold for 5, 4, drawing navel in at the bottom of the exhale, 3, 2, and 1. Use your left oblique to lift your knees to center, flexing the feet, breathe in. Now push into the right elbow and shoulder as you drop your knees to the left. Notice that point when your right shoulder wants to pop up, stop there. Now press into the elbows equally and hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring the knees back to center. We're going to do that again, but if you want to up it a few notches, extend your legs up, but don't lock them out. Take a breath in with flexed feet. And as you exhale, drop your legs bent or straight over to the right. Holding here, press into the right elbow for leverage. Press into the left shoulder for stability. Hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Use your left oblique, come up to the top, breathe in. And as you exhale, take your feet over to the left side. Again, pushing into the left elbow, right shoulder, hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Draw the legs back up to center. Set your feet down to the earth, hip width distance. Reach for the heels, but don't kind of pinch them with your fingers. On your next inhale, lift your hips up to the sky, bridge pose. Press the back of your head into the earth and untuck your chin away from the chest. Take another breath in, lift the hips 2 inches higher. And as you exhale, drop the hips down to the earth. We're going to do that again. Cactus your arms. Bring the knees up to 90-degree or straight legs. Your choice. Good. Take a breath in and drop your knees or your legs over to the right side. Push into the right elbow and left shoulder. Hold for 5. Feel the core have to work. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Knees to center. Breathe in. Drop them to the other side as you breathe out. Holding for 5. Continue to breathe. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Legs to center. Set the feet to the earth. Reach for your heels. Take a breath in. Bridge pose as you exhale, breathe out. Good. Look at the navel rise and fall. Now press into the ball toe mounds of the feet. If the knees are splaying out, hold for 3. Nice adjustments, everyone. 2 and 1. Lower the knees down to the ground and grab your block. And we're going to take your block on your right thigh. All right. So options here to press both hands into the block or press both elbows into the block. Now, if you're taking both elbows into the block, see if you can connect the elbows all the way up to the fingertips, like prayer, all the way from elbow to fingertips. Good. Now begin to extend your left leg out long, flex your right foot, and begin to peel your upper body off the ground, pressing the palms together and drive your elbows into the knees. Good. Looking beyond the forearms, try not to tuck the chin. And if you want a little bit more, lift your left heel off the ground. Good. Now start to pull the knee over the hip and let the elbows stay with the block. So bring the foot towards the top of the mat and let the elbows come with it. Hold. Yes. Good. Are you still breathing? Did you pick the right shape for your body? If not, feel free to change it. You have 10 more seconds to stay and breathe. Unclench the muscles in the jaw. Flex both feet. Hold 3. Hold 2. Hold 1. Take a moment to rest. Did we all feel that? Thumbs up? Yeah? Okay, cool. All right, let's do the other side. So take your block to your left thigh. And again, using the elbows or placing the palms onto the block. Now begin to peel the shoulders and the head off the mat. And begin to lead your left knee over the hip like a tabletop, okay? But it's not gonna go over the hip because your elbows have to stay connected to the block. Option to hover the right foot off the ground, flexed foot. Good, gaze at the thumbs and hold. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Take a moment, rest, shake out the neck, rock the knees side to side. And we have one more time just to make sure we got it. So take your block to your right thigh, coming prayer hands or palms to block, yogi's choice. All right, prayer hands or palms to block. Now, before we lift our head, I want you to look at the knee and look how far in front of the hip that it is. So when you lift your chest up off the ground, I want you to see if you can bring your knee as close to over your hip as possible. Ready? And lift. Lift your upper body so high that the knee comes over the ankle or not over the hip. Hold. Feel free to lift your left leg. Hold. Feel free to unclench your jaw. Hold for 5, 4, 3, excuse me, 2, and 1. Rest. Other side. All right, without hesitation, press your block into the thigh, into the elbows, into the palm. Look at the left knee. Try to get over the left hip as you lift your shoulders off the ground. Hold. You have 10, 9, 8, 7. Can you bring your knee over your hip more? There it is. 5. Nice. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Relax. Hug your knees into the chest. And now begin to rock up and down your spine and come into a boat pose. So try not to let the toes hit the ground as you roll up and down. Use your core muscles to stabilize the rest of your body. Now we come into high boat using your hands for support on the ground or to the thigh muscles in 3, 2, and 1. So pull the heart towards the knees, draw the shoulder blades together. Look at your yogi toes, spread them wide. Can you find space between every toe? If you can't, it's kind of a fun challenge over the time. Now take a breath in, keeping the hands to the thighs or place them to the ground as you exhale, low boat. Maybe you don't need the support and you keep the hands towards the front. Pull into your high boat, breathe in, exhale to low boat. Let's do that again. Inhale and exhale. Come up, inhale. Hold, lay back on the exhale again. Use your hands for support if you need it for 5. Cross ankle over ankle. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Seated position. Hands come to the sides of the hips. Take a breath in. Now press into the hands. Can you lift your hips but push into the knife edge of the feet as you breathe out? Good. Take a moment. Drop the hips. Roll out the wrists for a moment. And let's do that again. So hands come to the floor, take a breath in. And as you exhale, lift the hips, dome the upper back. This time you hold. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Drop it down, roll out the wrists. All right, third round. We're gonna come up and see if you can lift your top foot or your front foot. Ready? And lift, front foot lifts, hold. Yes, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Drop. Let's lift the back foot. Ready? Inhale. Can you lift the back foot off the ground? A little more tight. Hold here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful work. Kick your legs to the side and come into a tabletop. Spread your fingers wide. Take some cat-cows. Add any movements. If you're feeling particularly tight in the outer hips, it always feels really nice to drop your hips left and right. Now begin to come to center. Walk your palms 1 print in front of where they are. Introduce downward facing dog into your body. Separating the feet about hip width distance. But if you're feeling particularly tight in your hips, widen your feet almost to the edges of your mat. Take your dog for a walk and breathe. All right, ladies and gentlemen, gaze up to the hands. Bend your knees, and can you take 5 steps on each foot to make your way to the top of your mat? Good, nice job. Once you get to the top of your mat, halfway lift, breath in. Forward fold, breathe out. Reach your arms up over your head, breathe in. Hands come to heart as you breathe out. Good, take a moment here to take a mental inventory of your body, how you feel. Maybe drop your gaze to the earth or close the eyes completely, depending on where your comfort level is. Lift the heart upwards towards your hands. Press into the entire sole of your foot. Good. And we're going to take our only one free flow today, keeping it pretty simple here. We're going to do traditional sun A's with some forearm planks. Okay. So take a breath in, open mouth, let it go. Inhale your arms up over your head. Good. Hands to heart as you breathe out, just connecting with the breath. Inhale, arms up. Hands to heart, breath out. One more round. Inhale, arms up. Now this time, take it to a forward fold as you bend your knees on the way down. So please bend your knees. Halfway lift, hands to shins, but I want you to find a back bend here. So pull your shoulder blades towards one another. Maybe place your hands on your knees instead of the shins. Hold for 3, tilting the body forward, 2, and 1. Bend the knees, place your hands to the ground and step back into your high plank. Spread your fingers wide and just begin to shift the body weight forward and back. Now I want you to find a protraction of the shoulders. So press hard into the hands, dome the upper back slightly, but keep the hips level. Take a breath in. And as you exhale, come to the forearms with the option to come to the knees, then the forearms. Good. Holding in your forearm plank for a single breath in and a single breath out. Now press back up into your high plank, breath in. Option to chaturanga or kick your hips back into down dog as you breathe out. So wherever it is you want to go today. All right, now begin to bend your knees, jump or step or walk to the top of your mat. Isn't simplicity nice? Halfway lift, breathe in. Forward fold, breathe out. Reach your arms up over your head. Inhale, forward fold as you bend your knees. Exhale. Find that half lift, breathe in, pull the shoulder blades together. Plant your hands and step to high plank. Maybe the feet go a little bit wider, drop to the left forearm, then right forearm plank. Take a full breath there. Exhale it out. Now come left palm, then right palm to high plank. Option to shift forward or option to shift back. Yeah, so all the choices today. All right, now we're gonna bend the knees one more time and take that one more time together. Bend the knees, travel to the top of your mat. Halfway lift, breathe in. Forward fold, breathe out. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, bend the knees as you forward fold. Halfway lift, breathe in. Plant the hands and step to high plank as you breathe out. Take the feet a little bit wider. Drop right forearm to the earth. Left forearm. Take a full breath in. Full breath out. Now come up right hand. Then left hand. Shift forward. Option chaturanga or shift back to down dog. Yes, remember knees are always an option in your chaturanga. All right, that is our free flow. So we're not going to get crazy today, guys. So begin to bend your knees, travel to the top of your mat, jump, step, walk, or float. Halfway lift, breath in, forward fold, breathe out. Inhale, arms up. You got 2 minutes to take that. Exhale, forward fold. 2 minutes to move on your own. Good. Moving with the breath. Every movement has a breath with it. Stepping to our high plank, dropping to forearm plank. Stay there for a breath or two. And then maybe come up to high plank and take your flow. Good. So the name of the game today is power. Feeling strong and steady by moving slowly and moving with our breath. Good, you're 1 minute in. Nice. Y'all look so steady. 30 seconds left. I see that. And together we meet in a forearm plank in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, forearm plank in 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold your forearm plank for 1 minute. Find a slight protraction of the shoulders, doming the upper back by pressing into the elbows. Gaze at your thumbs, not at your toes. Squeeze the muscles in your legs. Push into the feet and shift your shoulders over your wrists. Remember, the knees are always an option. Breathe. Close the eyes and breathe. You have 30 seconds left. Take your feet a little bit wider if you need that support in the hips. Yes. Notice how that changes the posture. 20 seconds left. Yes, you can. Deep breaths in, long breaths out. Can you maintain that center of focus just like you did at the beginning of class? You have 10, 9, 8, seated meditation in 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Seated meditation, push your hips back to the heels. Good. If you need that support, take your block underneath the calf muscles and sit your butt on the block, pressing your hands into your thighs. Close the eyes for a moment. Acknowledge how you feel. Good. In this shape, if you feel out of breath or weak, or like maybe that was really hard, that's okay. That's the point of those types of postures. Give yourself grace. And as a community, take a breath in. Let it go as you breathe out. All right, flutter your eyes open. We're going to move into our first flow here. All right, so I got 2 flows. We're not going to put them together. I have a flow we're going to do fairly slowly and then move it breath to movement-ish. The first flow is going to be focused on the front line of the body. And the second flow is going to be focused on the back line of the body. So when we think about our core, it is front, sides, and back. It's not just the front. Okay. So when you're ready, meaning when you have your breath, when you can get some water, make your way to the top of your mat coming into mountain pose. And we're going to need our block. So keep that handy. As you come into your mountain pose, I want you to press into the feet and roll your shoulders down and away from the ears. Pull the heart center forward and shift weight towards your heels. Good. Now press into the 4 corners of your feet. Maybe you lift your toes to find the 4 corners of your feet. Good. Our mountain pose is just an upward facing version of our plank pose. So can you start to engage the core? Yeah. Internally rotate or externally rotate your inner thighs. Take a breath in. Open mouth and let it go. All right, we are moving into our flow. So let's grab your block. Take your hands and your block, and I want you to come into prayer hands with the block between your hands. And now as you inhale, reach your arms up over your head. Pressing into the block, draw the rib cage down and in. Reach up to the ceiling, breath in. And as you exhale, I want you to push your left hand into the block so you tilt over to the right, but now press the right hand into the block. So now we're engaging the right oblique. Good. Take a moment here to square the shoulders, right shoulder forward, left shoulder back. Press into the left heel and bump your hips even more to the left. Now begin to come up, take a breath in. And as you exhale, push your right hand into the block and then press the left hand into the block to engage the left oblique. Squeeze the butt, bump your hips slightly forward, untuck your chin away from the chest. Hold for 5, hold for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come to center, take a breath in. Now we take it to a back bend. As you shift weight into the heels, feel how the upper body folds back, press into the block, gazing up to the block. Hold 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. As you come to center, right knee comes with you, single leg Tadasana. Now press your block hard with your hands. Find that center of balance here. Take a breath in, and you're going to bring your elbows to your knees and press into the block. Yes. So this is basically what we did at the beginning of class. Can you flex your foot towards your face? Look at the block as if there's a mirror in it, looking back at your best teacher. Take another breath in. Stay for the breath out. Inhale. And as you exhale, I want you to step your right foot back and come into a crescent lunge, but tap your elbows to your left knee. Yes. Okay. Press your hands into your block, draw your elbows in towards one another, and then begin to shift your body weight slightly forward by pressing into your back foot. Now we're going to take those 2 moves kind of slow here. So we're going to take about 3 seconds to get into our single leg Tadasana with your elbow to your knee. So begin to inhale. And as you exhale, start to pull the right knee in for 3, coming into single leg in 2, tapping on 1. Now start to go back to your lunge. Step back, press into the block. 3, 2, elbow to the knee on 1. Let's do it again. Inhale, press into the block to ignite the core. Come up, right knee to the elbows. And then as slowly as you came up, start to step it back. Hold here, press your elbows into the knee, the palms into the block for 3, 2, step forward to chair pose on 1, holding that block. Yes. Now hold on to the block, take a breath in, and bring your hands to your heart as you breathe out. One more breath in. Sink the hips lower as you breathe out. Now you're going to start to open the knees, and maybe you need to set your block aside, but can you drop your butt down to boat pose? So think about it, the wider the knees go, the more space you have for your hips. So once we come into our boat pose, take a breath in, and now go to low boat as you breathe out. If you need the support, put the block away. Inhale to high boat, exhale to low boat. One more time, high boat lifts you up, exhale, low boat sends you down, holding here for 5. Press hard into the block. 4, squeeze the block. 3, 2, set the block aside on 1, hold the knees in, and begin to rock back into chair pose. And it may not be pretty, yeah, but try. From your boat or from your high chair, take a breath in, prayer twist towards the mural as you breathe out. Lift your heart upwards towards your hands. Look down at your left knee, make sure it's not sneaking in front. Now that block is in between your hands, but I want you to imagine it is. Begin to shift weight into your right foot. Pull the left heel towards your glute. Look down at your right foot, and then begin to extend your left leg back into a prayer twist crescent. Yes, lift your heart upwards towards your hands. If you need to make a fist with your top hand to lift your upper body higher, do it. Hold 3. We got star pose in 2, star pose in 1, star pose towards the mirrors, warrior 2 to the back of your mat. Good, look at your knee. Make sure your back knee isn't surpassing your toes. So lengthen the stance, go a little bit wider than you think that they should go. Take a breath in, lunge forward and down as you breathe out. Now flip your front palm to the sky, coming into exalted triangle. High five the back wall, straighten the leg. Take a breath in, stay for the breath out. Now take both hands next to the ears, and you're gonna tilt into an unsupported triangle pose. Good, imagine holding that block between the hands. Hell, if you wanna pick up that block, take that block in your hands and physically hold it. Yes, square the top shoulder up and back. Hold for 5. We're taking this shape to Skandasana in 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, tap the elbow to the knee, flex your front foot to the ceiling, because now we're gonna go back into unsupported triangle pose. Inhale, good. Exhale to Skandasana, pressing that imaginary block. One more time. Inhale, coming into our Skandasana, press into the right heel to lift your hips higher for 3, for 2, for 1, look to the back of your mat, shoot your body weight forward, step back to high plank and flow, or step back to high plank and down dog. Good work. All right, from your down dog, gaze to the hands and jump or step or walk or float to the new top of your mat. New perspectives today, guys. Halfway lift, breathe in, forward fold, breathe out. Inhale, arms up. Take your hands to your heart as you breathe out. All right, search around for your block. We got to do the left side. So grab your block. Holding that block between the palms, hands to heart center as if you're in prayer. Take a breath in. Take a breath out. Now I want you to press into that block and reach it over your head. Good, so extended mountain pose. Press into the block, breathe in. Now begin to tilt your body, your upper body towards the mural and your lower body towards the mirror, side body. Now you're gonna use your bottom hand to stabilize and your top hand to press into the block. Hold, 5, nice Olympia, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come to center using your right oblique. Breathe in. Now go to the other side as you breathe out. Use your bottom hand to hold the block. Use your top hand to press into it. Hold, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come to center, breathe in, squeeze your butt back bend, breathe out. So I want you to squeeze the block to ignite the core, shift the weight towards your heels as you bump your hips forward. Lift the heart, breathe in, squeeze the block and reach back as you breathe out. Now begin to come to center as you breathe in, Good. Coming into, I forgot, into our single leg Tadasana. There it is. Left knee up. Bring your hands to heart, left knee up. Flex your foot. Now bring your elbows close enough to touch and tap your elbows to your knees. Squeezing the block, lift the knee to meet your elbows. Yes. Good. Hold for 5. Looking at the block as if you're looking at a mirror. 4, 3, 2, 1. Can you step back and now bring your elbows to your right knee, holding that block. Feel that stability that the core needs to have. Good. Squeezing that block for 5, 4, 3, 2. And we're going to take those 2 shapes. So begin to come up slowly. 3, 2. Don't forget about that block. Tap the elbows to the knees. 1. Send it back. 3, 2. Tap elbow to knee. You have 1 more time. Inhale. 3. Push the block. 2. There it is. 1. And step back for the last time, holding here for 3. Elbow to knee in your lunge. In 2 and 1. Chair pose. Step forward. Hold the block. Inhale. Arms up over your head. Breathe. Now bring your hands to your heart. And slowly, maybe open the knees. Drop the butt to the ground. Good. Set the block aside if you need it, okay? Now squeeze your block. Take a breath in. Go to low boat as you breathe out. Inhale, high boat. Exhale, low boat. Inhale, high boat. Listen for the change. Twist your upper body towards the mirrors. Come to center. Inhale, low boat. Exhale. Come to center. Twist to the mural. Exhale. Come to center. Exhale, low boat. 1 more time each side. Center to the right. Center. Low boat. Center to the left. Center. Low boat. Hold. 5. Press your block. 4, 3. Set the block aside in 2 and 1. Lay back. Roll up and down, and can you make your way back into chair pose? Yes. It's okay. It's not supposed to be pretty. Yeah. This is playtime. Have you guys ever watched children play on a playground? Right? They're weird. They don't care if they fall down and get back up. Yes, this is our playtime. Take a breath in. Now go prayer twist towards the mural as you breathe out. Lift your heart upwards towards your hands. So lift your chest higher, lift your ribs higher, sink the hips lower. Gorgeous, Delaney. Now begin to shift the weight into your left foot. Pick your right foot off the ground. Pull heel to butt. Push your palms together to create that stability to begin to step back into your prayer twist. Take another breath in. Twist deeply as you breathe out, drawing the navel towards your inner thigh. Hold for 3. Star pose in 2. Star pose in 1. Inhale to star pose. Warrior 2 facing the front of the room. Whew. Roll out your wrists if you need it. Straighten and bend the front leg if you want it. All right, breathe in. Lunge down, breathe out. Flip your front palm to the sky. Peace or extended triangle, exalted triangle. Straighten your front leg. Now take a breath in. Bring both hands next to the, both arms next to the ears. Unsupported triangle pose. Tilt the body forward. Again, holding that block physically or mentally. Take a breath in. Stay for the breath out. Breathe in. Skandasana. Bring left elbow to tap the left knee, but flex your right toes to the sky. Good. Now come back into extended unsupported triangle. Breath in. Go into your Skandasana. Breath out. 1 more round. Inhale, extend. Exhale, tap elbow to knee. Hold here for 3. Looking at the top of your mat in 2. Step to the top or walk to the top of your mat. 1. Coming into your high plank. Oh, yeah. High plank. Widen your feet to the edges of your mat. Take your right hand to your left shoulder. Tap. Place it down. Take your right or left hand to right shoulder. Tap. Listen for the change. Right hand to left knee. It's like twister, right? And tap. Left hand, right knee. Tap. There it is. Let's keep it going. Right hand to left shoulder. Down. Left hand to right shoulder. Down. Right hand to left knee. Down. Left hand to right knee. Down, and take that for 30 seconds on your own. If you need to drop to the knees, do it. Try to not move the hips. Isolate your hips. 15 more seconds, halfway.
You have 10 more. We're gonna meet at the top of your mat in a forward fold in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Walk to the top of your mat, interlace the fingers, and then just begin to roll out your wrists. Woo. Toe heel the feet together. Roll up vertebra to vertebra to vertebra, reaching the arms up over your head as you get to the top. Breath in, hands to heart, breath out. How are we doing? We're good? All right, we're gonna take that one more time, moving a little bit faster with no repetitions, okay? So if you want, feel free to grab some water now. I'm gonna turn on the fans for a moment because y'all are glistening. When I moved to the South 13 years ago, I was a personal trainer, and I, talked to a client. I was like, "Oh, you're sweaty." She's like, "Southern women don't sweat, we glisten." So I'm like, "All right, we're glistening today, ladies and gentlemen. We're glistening." All right. So grab your block. Inhale, arms up over your head. Now, as you exhale, move into that side body stretch. Squeeze the block. Inhale, come to center. Use your core. And as you exhale, go to the other side. Inhale, come to center. Hold that block. Squeeze the butt. Back bend. Hold. 3. Lift the heart higher. 2 and 1. Come to center, but bring the right knee with you. Single leg Tadasana. Breathe in. Tap your elbow to your knee as you breathe out. Good. Now lift the knee higher than the crease of the hip. Hold 3. Hold 2. No repetitions here on 1. Step your right foot back and now bring your elbows to your left knee. Good. Hold it in. Rounding your upper back. Hold for 5, 4, 3. Chair pose in 2. Chair pose in 1. Inhale, serve that block overhead. Take a breath in. And as you exhale, maybe you set that block aside. Bring your body down into your high boat. Good. Now from your high boat, we're going to make some figure 8. So you're going to take your block in your right hand. Open the knees just gently, and you're going to thread it underneath the right calf muscle, and then just begin to pass it through. Up and down, up and down. Yes. Keep the heart lifted, looking at the block. If you don't want to use that block, you can always tap fingers underneath your calf muscles. You have 10, 9, chest up, chin up. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lean back. Feel free to hold on to that block as you roll up and down, returning into your chair pose. Yes, nice, Mark. Inhale, chair twist towards the mural as you exhale. Shift the weight into your right foot, pull left heel to butt, and now begin to step back into your prayer twist, crescent lunge. Take a breath in. Twist deeply as you breathe out. Still holding on to that block if you have it. Star pose. Breath in. Good. Now we're going to come into, why can't I remember it? There it is. Oh yeah, warrior 2. So hold the block in your left hand as you serve it up. Palm up if you need it. Take a breath in. Lunge a little bit lower. Breath out. Now taking that block over your head. Triangle pose. Inhale. Skandasana as you exhale. Good. Come into your unsupported triangle pose. Inhale. Last round. Skandasana. Hold for 3, 2, 1. Set that block as you walk to the back of your mat, stepping into high plank or a forward fold at the top of your mat. So you can take your flow, or you can wait into a rest in a forward fold. Once you get to that down dog, jump, step, walk, or float to the top of your mat. The new top of your mat, grab your block. Find that halfway lift. Breath in. Forward fold, breath out, holding that block like a sandwich. Inhale, arms go up. Side body stretch towards the mural as you breathe out. Inhale, come to center. Exhale, go to the other side. Inhale to center, squeeze the butt as you go to that back bend. Really focus on squeezing for 3, 2, and 1. Come to center, bring your left knee with you. Single leg Tadasana, breathe in, and tap your elbow to your knee, flex the foot. Elbows drawn together, press into the block. 3, 2, how slowly can you move? 1, now bring in elbows to right knee. Yes, hold. 3, hold 2, chair pose on 1. Inhale, arms come up, Hands come to heart as you sink the hips low. Exhale to boat pose. Your very last boat pose of class, ladies and gentlemen, forever today. Good, holding on to that block. Now take the block in between your knees. And you're gonna lean back and extend your legs, reaching your arms in opposite directions of your feet. Now, as you come up, you're gonna pull your knees into the chest, grab the block, and then take the block in the hands and lean back again to extended boat. So we're gonna be moving back and forth, block to knees, block to hands. Good, you have 30 seconds. If you prefer to hold high boat and just squeeze the knees into that block, go ahead and take it, hold, keep it going, 15 seconds. Yes. You have 10 more seconds. Hold strong, meet your body where it is today. You have 5, 4, we're gonna come back to a chair in 3, 2, and 1. So do what you need to do. Take your time, no expectations. Release what your body should be able to do. Inhale, prayer twist to the mural as you exhale. Shift the weight into your left foot. Pick your right foot up off the ground, the foot closest to the side mirrors, and step it back. Breathe in, twist deeply, breathe out. Star pose, inhale, arms overhead. Now take the block into your right hand, warrior 2. Good, now breathe in, come into your triangle pose, breath out. Now begin to tilt the body forward, unsupported, holding on to that block, breath in. 1 round, Skandasana, breath out. Look to the top of your mat, shift forward to high plank. Take your flow or meet in down dog. From your down dog, walk to the back of your mat and meet yourself in a forward fold. Front line of the body is done. How are we doing, everyone? We're good? Okay, yes, you guys still have smiles. All right, roll up vertebra to vertebra. Grab some water. Our second flow starts in down dog. We staying hydrated today? Yeah? Okay. I don't know about you, but when it starts to get a little colder, I don't drink as much water. I have to like force myself to drink it. Yeah. Okay. So our second flow starts in downward facing dog with the focus being on the posterior chain, the back line of the body. So once you're ready, down dog. And this flow is just slightly shorter than the last one. So from your down dog, inhale your right leg up to the sky. Press into the hands, gaze to the left toes, and lift your right leg higher. Now begin to shift forward into your 3-point plank and bring your right knee to your right elbow. Good. Now you can stay here. Actually, lift your hips a little bit higher. Lift your hips higher, higher, higher. There, that's where you want to be, okay? So you can leave your knee here or keep it connected and turn into a Vashisthasana side plank. So if you're not sure what that means, with right knee to right tricep, drop the left heel towards the earth. Can you keep the right knee connected to the tricep and attempt to lift the left arm up to the sky? Now, if that's too much for you, bring the right shin bone to the earth and come into a modified side plank. You have 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Return back into your 3-point plank. Take a breath in. If you need that support, bring your left knee to the ground and begin to lower all the way down to the mat, belly to mat. Release both feet to the ground. Grab your block. Now I want you to take that block lengthwise in your hand. So we're holding the long or the short thin sides. Press into the feet, lift the upper body so the biceps come towards the ears. Looking down beyond the at the ground, take a breath in. Stay for the breath out. Now, as you inhale, I want you to squeeze the block with the right hand and open like the letter Y. So pull the shoulder blades back like you're serving up your heart. Good. Now, as you exhale, bring the block forward, but don't let the chest hit the ground. Transfer it into the left hand. Inhale brings you up, and exhale brings it forward. Good. And we're just transferring the block from hand to hand for the next 10 seconds, using the feet on the ground as leverage to support your low back. Yes, you have 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Set the block aside in front of you. Place your hands underneath your shoulders. Tuck your left toes and lift your right leg. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to come into a low chaturanga with a hovered right leg. You always have the option to come to your left knee. Ready? Inhale. From the ground up, press up halfway. Hold. 10, 9, 8, 7, press into the earth. 6, come up a little bit higher. 5, there it is. 4, 3-point down dog 2, and 1, inhale, leg goes up. Exhale, steps it through. Whew. Nice work, everyone. Take a moment here to rock the body forward and back. All right, plant the hands down, return back into your 3-point down dog, and now begin to walk your hands to the back of your mat into a standing split. Lift your right leg up a little bit higher. 3 rounds Jiva squat, knee to calf, look in front of you as you breathe out. Inhale, standing split. Exhale, knee to calf. 1 more round. Inhale, standing split. Exhale, knee to calf. Bring your hands to your heart for an added challenge for 3. Single leg in 2. Right knee comes up on 1. Reach up. Moving into dancer pose. So with the right elbow, bring the hand behind you, grabbing the inside of your foot. Reach the left arm up to the sky. And as you exhale, kick into the hand, squeeze the right glute. And as 1, tilt the body forward. Kick back as hard into your hand as you can to pull the right shoulder back. Hold 3. Look in front of you, reach in front of you. 2, single leg Tadasana on 1, release that foot, bring the leg up. And as you exhale, step to like the top third middle of your mat. Inhale, unsupported pyramid pose as you exhale. Draw your navel in. Now I want you to imagine you holding that block behind your back. Now lift the chest up a little bit higher, hold 3. Hold 2, hold 1, take your left hand to the ground, revolve half moon, pick your back foot up. Another great place for a block. Place your block underneath your left hand so we find more lift. Beautiful, point your toes to the earth. Try not to let this go. You have 3, you have 2. Just simply set the back foot down on 1 and exalt your revolve triangle this time. So right hand goes down to the left thigh. Left arm reaches up, getting that deep stretch in the abdomen and the left hip flexor. Hold, breathe in. Hands go to the floor as you breathe out. Step to a high plank, breath in, down dog or chaturanga as you breathe out. That's our second flow. All right, inhale your left leg up to the sky. Bring left knee to left tricep. Try to get the knee to touch if you can by pressing into your back foot. Now you can stay here or come into that kind of side plank with knee to tricep. Right arm goes up, modified side plank, of course, always available. Hold here, 3. Nice, Laurel. 2, hands come to ground on 1, returning to your 3-point plank. Option to bring the right knee to the ground. We're lowering belly to mat for 5, 4, 3, 2, belly to mat on 1. Grab your block. All right, so we can do that Y opening up here. All right, what we're going to be doing, or you can go around the world. So if you want to do around the world, you're going to pick your upper body off the ground. And instead of just opening the arms like a letter Y, you're going to reach the hands behind you, switch the block into your other hand, and then come up, okay? And then we go back the other side. When you come forward, you lower, and when you come up, you lift. All right, so wherever you want to do, open and close, or go for that around the world. Lift up, breathe in. And as you exhale, open up, lift the chest, and just begin to go in all directions, in both directions. Good, you have 15 seconds here. Focus on the lifting of the back. And now, if moving that block behind your spine is too much, just stick with that Y. Good, about 5 more seconds. It's okay, knock stuff over. You have 4, 3, 2, and 1. Set the block down. Place your hands to the underneath the shoulders. Coming into that half chaturanga with your left foot lifted. Ready? Press the right knee or foot into the ground and lift halfway. Hold. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3-point down dog and 2, and 1. Inhale, leg up. Step your foot through as you exhale. Take a moment here to rock the hips forward and back, getting into that left hamstring. So we're warming up our hamstring for the standing split. So really start to breathe into this space. All right, now begin to kick your left leg back into your 3-point down dog and walk your hands back towards your foot. Standing split at the back of your mat. Good, lift your left leg higher, breath in. Jiva squat, knee to calf, look forward, breath out. Yes, inhale, standing split. Exhale, knee to calf. One more round. Inhale. Exhale, knee to calf, holding here, bring the hands to the heart. You have 5, 4, single leg in 3, 2, and 1, single leg Tadasana to set up for dancer pose. So with the arms over your head, take your left hand behind you with your palm facing the side mirrors. Grab the inside of your foot, Jill, switch your grip. So take your palm, no, take your left palm toward, there you go, nice. Knees together, right arm forward, breathe in, you can stay here. Or begin to kick back into the hand and reach forward as if you're physically going to touch the mirror in front of you. See if you can tilt more weight forward towards the ball toe mound. Kick into the hand. Now use your glutes to lift your left thigh higher. Very nice. Are you breathing? Really important questions we're asking today. Now begin to come back to center, kick into the hand to lift your chest. Step forward to the middle of your mat. Inhale, arms up, setting up for unsupported pyramid pose. Swoop the hands behind you. All right, so find lift of the chest, okay? I want you to look down at your left big toe, but pull the crown of your head to the front of the room. Right. Now from this shape, we're gonna go into revolved half moon. So if you need to come out of the shape to grab your block, take your hand to a block and then begin to lift your right leg off of the mat to revolved half moon. Now, how much can you use your core here? Good, Mark, take your right hand to the ground. You too, Ashley, right hand to the ground. We're turning towards the mirrors. Yes, revolved half moon. Flex your back toes towards the earth. Pull your inner thighs towards one another and press into your foot. Hold, 3. We're stepping back in 2 and 1. Exalted revolved triangle. So this top hand is gonna come to your back thigh and your top hand or your bottom hand reaches in front. Hold, 3, 2, 1, windmill your hands down to the floor, step back to high plank, take your flow, or step back to high plank and down dog. Exhaust is coming on. All right, we got that flow one more time. If you guys need to drop to your knees, grab some water. We're gonna make it real quick, okay? So from your downward facing dog, inhale, right leg high. Join in whenever you want to, okay? Right leg up. And as you exhale, right knee to right tricep. Take it into your side plank version. Maybe you kick out to fallen star. Yes, hold 3. Very nice. 2, come back on 1, 3-point plank. Begin to lower your body to the earth with the option to bring your right knee or left knee to the ground. Grab your block. Go for the Y or go for around the world. Ready, set, maybe lift the feet off the ground and go. Lift arms and legs. Go for the Y or around the block. Focus on lifting the chest as you reach back. Yes, hell yes. You have 5. Some really good back extensions, guys. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Keep your block nearby, hands underneath the shoulders. Halfway up, 3-point chaturanga. Ready, lift up. 3, 2, and 1. 3-point down dog. Walk your hands to the back of your mat. Inhale, right leg high. Jiva squat 1 round as you exhale. Stand up, single leg Tadasana. Breathe in. Reach your right hand back and grab the foot as you breathe out. Inhale, come up, squeeze your left glute or right glute. And as you exhale, kick back and reach forward. Hold. Soften the muscles in your jaw. Now begin to come back to center. Step your right foot forward into our pyramid pose. Turn your back foot, breathe in. Exhale, swoop the hands behind you. Keep the heart lifted, breath out. Now reach your left hand towards the earth, maybe to a block, shift your body weight forward. Now, if you'd like to take this into revolved Shavasana, pull the left heel towards your glute, reach back and grab the foot. Maybe bring the left hand to heart. Hold 3, hold 2, stepping your foot back on 1, exalted revolved triangle. So reach your back hand down, your top hand up, hold, hands come to the floor, downward facing dog or flow. They seem so short when we move breath to movement. All right, inhale your left leg up. Left knee, left tricep. Good. Open to side plank, fallen star, supported side plank. Breathe here. And as you exhale, hand comes to the floor, step to 3-point plank. Shift your body weight forward, belly to mat. Your last round, grab your block. And even if you just want to hold it overhead, or maybe hold it behind you and not move at all. Ready, set, and go. 15 seconds. There you go. Nice, Missy. Love this determination, guys. You have 10 more seconds. Beautiful back extensions. These are extremely beneficial if we sit at a desk all day. You have 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Set your block aside, hands to the ground. Halfway up, 3-point plank. Ready, go. 3, 2, 3-point down dog on 1. Walk your hands to the back of your mat. Inhale, leg up, knee to calf, 1 round Jiva squat, hands to heart. Press into the right foot, stand up, single leg Tadasana. Set up for your dancer pose, drop your left hand behind you, grab your foot. Inhale, kick back and reach forward. Exhale, kick back and reach forward for 5. Lift the heart, squeeze the glute. 4, so much focus. 3, press into the foot. 2, come to center on 1. Bring the left foot forward, arms overhead. Inhale, sweep the arms behind you. Exhale, take the right hand to the ground. Walk them forward, coming into your revolved half moon. If you want to go revolved Chapasana, pull your heel to your butt and reach back and grab the foot. If you want to challenge your balance, bring your hand to your heart. 5, 4, 3. We're stepping that foot back into and 1. High five the back wall. Breath in. Squeeze your right glute. Exhale. Hands come to the floor. High plank. High plank. Last round. Hold. 10. Hold. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Belly to mat. 1. Oh. Take a moment here to breathe. I'm gonna go grab our frozen lavender towels, grab some water. We're gonna end up on our back here. So start to make your way to your back. And since we all have our block, I feel like one of the most perfect ways to end class together is to place the block underneath the shoulder blades and right above your if you feel back, you might be able to feel the tops of your hips. And as you take your block, roll to your back, keep the feet to the ground to begin with, and cactus your arms. Now, if you want a little bit more, walk your legs long or come into a Supta Baddha Konasana, feet together, knees wide. Lift your head, Mark. Lift your head. Now rest it. There you go. I'm walking around with lavender towels. If you don't want one, let me know. Give me a little wave. Dankeschön. See if you can allow the jaw muscles to soften, the eyes to soften. Lying here for about another minute. With your heart this open in your spine, in this flexion, your lungs are able to expand. The front line of the body is able to stretch. You're going to press your elbows into the earth. Start to press your body up just enough that you can remove the block from under your spine. Lay to your back and hug your knees into the chest. Grab the outside edge of the feet for happy baby pose. Maybe you take your peace sign fingers, or maybe you just grab the hamstrings. Let that low back release, the inner thighs stretch. Softening the muscles again in the face. Release the happy baby, come into your cactus arms, and then without using any resistance here, drop your knees to the right for a supine twist. And if you'd like to take your right hand to the top of the left knee, go for it. If you want to extend that bottom leg, it's going to make the twist a little bit deeper. Now, if you extend the bottom leg and the left shoulder pops up, that's okay, but I highly suggest you putting a block underneath your bent left knee, just so you can feel super grounded. Laurel, let's bring your leg here. Can you bring your leg here? Yeah. Does that feel okay? Good. Draw the knees back up to center and switch sides. So maybe you cactus or take a happy baby, or maybe just go right into your supine twist on the other side. Again, taking that block underneath your right knee for a little added support. And our block, in my opinion, is seen as our personal assistants. They're there to help us. They're here to make sure that we are safe and we are grounded. One more breath in. Twist and let something go as you breathe out. Now come back to center. Legs go straight up. Feel free to grab your towel and open it up. And then in your own time, make your way to Savasana. And if there's anything else you need, feel free to take it. We're ending up in the same place that we began our class, on our backs, resting. And maybe you take one more scan of the body and begin to notice how you feel. I often call our yoga practice a vacation away from ourselves. It's a vacation away from the expectations from anyone else. It's a vacation away from the titles that we carry. It's a vacation away from the outside world, just so we can live in this tiny little peaceful microcosm of a life. So as you come into your final posture, try not to steal away your peace by thinking about what's left to do. Try to remain in the present by noticing and opening your ears up to the external sounds, the fountain, the music, your neighbor's breath. On your next exhale, see if you can, just like you're looking under a telescope, pull everything inward and observe the weight of your body on the earth, the feel of your clothes on your skin. And as a community, take a big breath in through the nose. Let something go. Ladies and gentlemen, this is where I'm going to leave you. We went about 3 minutes over, so if you need to leave, this is your time. Thank you so much for showing up today. I appreciate each and every single one of you as I'm on this journey to get my 300 hour and allowing me the opportunity to teach to you. If I can do anything else, let me know. My name is Amanda. Until we meet again, the light in me sees, honors, and loves the light in you. Go in peace, friends. Namaste.